anonymous objects. This here will also be very useful for your lab and just to write some cleaner code if necessary. Okay? It will be on your slide number 56 to 58. Okay? The way to think about anonymous object is it's basically some objects without a name. You just got the address itself without storing the address into some variable. Okay? So let's say analogy. So you can see I got some method here called square. If I want to return x times x, I can choose to maybe store the value of x times x into some local variable and return that local variable. So this expression here has a name. This one over here is the name. Oh, actually, I should really say. Think about the SQR over here is some named expression. And on the other hand, here I simply return x times x. So the expression is going to be calculated without assigning that into some intermediate variable. It's no name. So this one here is so-called anonymous expression. Anonymous expression. And we're kind of borrowing this idea over here to objects. Okay, let's talk about this one here. Let's say I want to implement a method here. Given the name of a person, I just want to return a person object with that particular name. To implement it, I could have done like this. I create a new person over here based on the parameter value. And I store the address of this new object here into P. Okay, sorry. I store the address of this new object here into P. And I can now refer to P. Okay? So you can think about the P over here is some named objects. On the other hand, over here, this one here, I'm just returning the new person, basically the right-hand side, without storing that into a reference variable. That's also useful. Okay? So this one here, you can see this particular expression here is called anonymous objects. This will be something you also want to get used to writing. All right? Let's do a very quick exercise. Okay? So let's say we got a member class, and then we got array of orders and also number of orders, right? That's kind of pattern you'll get very familiar after lab 0 part 2. Let's say we got the add order here. And let's say I got another method here. I want to add an order object into the array based on the information over here. That means I need to, first of all, create some order objects internally based on this. And then use that order object and store that into the array. Right? Let me write it down first. So I can say, first of all, I can say order new order will be new order. And then order requires the name, also the price, and also the quantity, right? Just create this object as a local variable, first of all. So there's a name object there, NO. And then if I want to add it to the array, I will just basically repeating these two lines. I can say this, the orders, and then this, the number of orders will be equal to NO. And then finally, I can say this dot NOO plus plus. Okay, I'm going to continue from Tuesday right from here. You want to think about how can you convert these 3 lines into something shorter using anonymous objects. So right, we got these 3 lines. I will call this one here version 1 from last week. And then I'm going to develop further about this code. Think about this one here is version number 1. Okay, version 1. And in order for me to get to version 2, let's try to criticize this fragment of code. So I got version 1 here. I'm going to get 3 versions in total, right? All 3 versions will work the same way, but version 2 will be better than version 1. Also, version 3 will be better than version 2. Not in terms of the efficiency, but in terms of the coding style. Okay? You can choose either version as you feel comfortable, but I will recommend, I'll encourage you to always try to see if you can reach something like a version 3. Okay, let's see. Let's look at version 1. The first thing I would like to criticize is, you can see here, I got these two lines and these two lines. They kind of duplicates. They look basically the same. Whenever you're repeating fragment of code in the same class, we said that your code smiles. Sorry, not smile, smells. Is that a bad thing? You don't want to have duplicates, okay? Not smiles, smells. Think about this guy here, and also this guy over here. They are basically the same fragment of code, but they're being duplicated. So whenever you got any duplicates, people say informally that your code smells. How do we improve it? The way to improve it is to really define a helper method. You will see one section in the review slide, also helper method. Since this coming Friday, you got your programming test, I'll see if I can do some in-lab demo, maybe next Friday, to show to you how the helper method will work, in Eclipse. The way to do it is we just want to call a helper method. Since we already got add order over here that already defined these two lines, so we really don't have to write these two lines again. What we can do is we can simply call these two lines. Well, we can simply reuse these two lines by calling this method here as a helper method. That's what we can do. So number one, you want to treat this as a helper method. So this one here can be used as a helper method. Okay, and that one there is about adding some order, right? If you want to call that one there, so version number 2, we are just going to combine these two lines into a helper method call. Since the method we are calling is in the same class, so we can use this. And this really represents any context object we're calling, right? So you can say this dot add order. And since we're expecting some order objects, right? That's a parameter. Do we have an order object here? Yes, we do. NO, new order, right here. All right, so we don't really pass O, but we pass NO. So that's the object here that we can actually use, NO. So I'm just going to pass NO here. So that would be the first improvement we can do in order to arrive in version 2. So that one is version 2. All right. So think about when we go from version 1 to version 2, we basically just eliminate the smell from your code by using helper method. Helper method call. Okay, that's the first improvement. All right, the second improvement we can make, which will be related to anonymous object over here, right? You can see that the NO here that's being created is only used for being passed into this method call, nothing else. Because you can see the entirety of this method here is only about creating this object here and pass that into the method as arguments. There's nowhere else. Typically, if you're only using an object there only for one single place, that would be a very good candidate place for anonymous objects. So you don't really have to create some name for that. All right? So for version 2 to version 3, what we want to do is we want to somehow use anonymous objects. Anonymous objects is going to be passed as arguments. All right. So for this one here, I'm actually going to look at this line here and also this line over here. I'm going to combine them into a single line. So that one there is going to be version number 3. So version number 3 here is going to be, I say this dot add order. So that will be the helper method call. And this part over here is going to be the arguments. But rather than NO, I'm just going to use the new expression right here. So that will be the anonymous object expression. So that one there is going to be, let me just use this one here. Okay, how about this one here? Just this one here. And for that one there, I'm just going to write it out. Okay, so that one there is going to be new order, and then the N and the P and the Q. And notice that N here is the N here, and the P here is the parameter here, and the Q here is the Q over here. All right? So that's version number 3. You can go for either version 1, where you got 1, 2, and 3 lines. Or you can go for version 2, in which case you got 1 line and 2 lines. Or you can go to the ultimate version number 3, where you only got a single line. All of them are correct. But version 3 will be something you will hope that eventually, once you get a little bit more comfortable with Java or OOP, you can arrive there. It's just so much simpler to write.